Hello everybody, this is Waldorf.
And this is Statler.
And now I have Battle Report 279.
279.
Kingdom of Equitaine versus the Sylvan Elves.
At Huzzah Hobbies.
Yep. I like Huzzah Hobbies.
But do they like you?
They don't. Same list. Nothing's really changing yet. This is my first. Actually, did it?
I don't know.
It is.
Okay.
This is my first. This is my first go at with the two Scorpions.
Oh, okay.
So I dropped a unit of Grail Knights and added a couple Scorpions.
Okay. This is the first game with that? Wow.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think so.
I don't think so, but
Maybe
okay.
not. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. Anyway.
I remember Blazing Glory got shot in the head by one.
That's true. We did.
Yeah, we recorded that already.
Record that one.
Yeah.
That's a good point. All right. So my opponent has a Druid who's his general. He's a Master of Shamanism with a Binding Scroll. Forest Prince with Sylvan Blades, Sylvan Longbow, Whirlwind, Death Cheater, and Eagle King. Wild Hunter, Forest Prince, Sylvan Blades, Titanic Might, Talisman of Shielding on an Elk. And a Blade Dancer Chieftain, who's the BSB with a Spear, Hunter's Honor, and Ether Icon.
Mm-hmm. A lot of character points.
It's a lot of character points. It's looks like he's close to max.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, just by doing the numbers, he's 5 under.
Yeah.
Wow. 8 Dryads with a champ.
Mm-hmm.
2 units of 10 Sylvan Archers with musicians.
Okay.
2 units of Heath Hunters with lances and bows.
Mm-hmm.
12 Blade Dancers. Champion Standard Banner Speed. 7 Blade Dancers. And 2 units of Kestrels. A unit of 4 and a unit of 5.
Okay.
I think that's it. And we're going to be playing in Circle and Spoils of War.
All right.
And you can see hill. Up here in the top left is a hill. That's his forest right there in the middle. Center of the, whatever.
The fall forest that matches his paint scheme, yes.
It's really very nice painted army. Forest on the right, ruin on the right, further right. There's a wall back there on the top right.
You clearly were dipping into the store's terrain.
Correct. They had this set up when I got there.
Oh, okay.
So, big water feature and impassable down here on my side.
Okay.
So I think he deployed. I think we trade. Oh, this one you have to trade all 3. I think we went even further than that on this one though, dropping units back and forth. All right. So that's where we got.
And you got the 3 objectives.
3 objectives, the Spoils of War to go pick up and carry around.
Yeah.
So, turn 1, he's going to go first. That's his Vanguard probably.
Probably a Vanguard, yeah.
But he does go first anyway. And sits up on the top, peeks over the hill over here on the left. It's this guy on the Eagle riding around there by himself. And kind of moves, there he goes. That's it. Caught him before he moved. Comes forward aggressively over here with the Heath Riders, but they're planning on fleeing anyway, I think. And there's the left side.
Okay.
So that's what it looks like going into my half of the turn. No spells of significance. He's mage is all the way back there in the back corner. You can see, in the top center. You can see.
He's not afraid of your bolt throwers.
Yeah, not at all. My turn, I come forward pretty hard, put Stone Skin up on the aspirants up front, and just kind of line up over here to deal with anything coming around this corner.
Right.
And push these guys back so that the Kestrels are definitely in my flank, and they really can't get to either corner without landing on the terrain.
Right.
So they can't, even though it's a long charge, but if they can't, at least this way, they have no chance of making it. Bowmen, my bowmen shoot up to the Heath Riders, which is good. I like that.
What did he shoot at? Do you remember?
I don't.
Okay.
He just bounced arrows off stuff. The Heath Riders panicked from that and ran.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they did not panic the Kestrels, which would have been a big win in my part. Back to his turn. Back to his turn. He moves the Eagle King back and joins the Kestrels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, that's actually odd. Didn't think about that when he did it. Let's go back and look at the picture for a minute. Can I just go backwards?
You're going to have to be a little more specific.
Yeah, I'm trying to be confusing. All right. I think he did that wrong. When he joins back and joins him, he should have gone in the front and pushed a guy to the back.
Right.
Not a big deal, but anyway. Right?
Unless he reformed.
Well, he can't. The unit has to be done moving as soon as the character joins it. They
Right.
can't move any further. Oh, he's on a bigger base. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's what it is. He's right. He's on a bigger base. He's on a 50, isn't he?
He is.
The Eagle King. Okay. Anyway, so he did it right. Too bad. I was going to discount this game
Oh, I was trying to
and scoff at Greg.
figure what you're talking about. Who are you going to scoff at him anyway?
Okay. So this is the turn one when I cast the Stone Skin on that unit of aspirants. I managed to do it with I rolled 3 4s and a 2 or something like that. So we let it go, and lost that spell for the game.
Yep.
It's pretty brutal if you lose one of your main spells in Druidism, because then he can just camp on the other one.
Yeah, yeah.
So we go to turn 2. His Elk Lord comes forward.
I think generally if you only have 4 spells, you lose one up and you have arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His Elk Lord comes forward. You can see he's
In arc or out of arc?
He's out of arc,
Okay.
just barely. I threatened to charge him, but he made sure he was out of arc. You can see the Eagles have moved, or either not moved or moved back a bit. I'm not sure what happened with. Did something cause fear on his side or terror? No.
Nothing in his list, no?
Okay. Can't think of why the aspirants are no longer there.
He shot them off?
Could be there were stone skin on them.
Oh. He magicked them off?
Did I flee?
Were you afraid of dryads?
I don't think I should have been. Maybe I was. Anyway, I'm guessing I was for some reason. That doesn't sound too good. Anyway, otherwise you can see here he's got the one big unit of blade dancers over here just waiting. Guys hiding in the woods. And he's moved the woods on the right a bit just to kind of close it off into the center.
Okay. Tree singing? Okay.
With his tree singing thing. But that's what it looks like going into my turn. So over here, what am I going to do? So over here, I charge the big unit into the dryads on the hill. I can do this and reform out of the blade dancer's arc.
Okay.
So I'm war dancers, whatever they are.
Blade dancers.
So I'm fairly happy with that, and I'm for whatever reason I'm just not that afraid of that Kestrel Knight unit coming in.
Okay.
Probably not a good choice, but I'm not. And the rest of my army comes forward.
Okay.
There we go. And we have
And you brought up some aspirants just in case?
brought up the aspirants just in case, because I didn't want I don't know what it was. I didn't want the really bad thing happening and for whatever reason losing this fight and having those flee and be able to really get into my other units. Just thought it would be bad. And there we go. And over here on the made my March test with this unit of Knights of the Realm over here that were behind the building, and they just walked over out of range of him.
Okay.
Had they failed the March test, they just back up a couple inches and get out of his line of sight either way, but that's good. They hike back around there. And back over here, you can see I've beat the Dryads, but he managed to kill 2 of me.
Okay.
Which is kind of bad.
He went first.
And then I pivot around to face the center, keeping the unit of eagles in my front as well. That's that side. He did rally his Heath Riders over there on the right.
Heath Hunters. Okay. Came back.
Heath Hunters. Okay. So there we go into turn 3. And what did he do? Oh, yeah. So in turn 3, he moved, which you'll see in a minute. This picture is kind of or later. It brings in a totemic summons who breathes and kills 7 of my 10 archers.
Ah, okay.
That's what that was, because everything else was just repositioning out there.
Yeah.
Except he did on the top left his how the hell did he get over there? Anyway, his Eagle King charged out of the unit into me on the hill.
Because he was on the flank of that unit, and I guess your flank.
He was in my front.
In your front, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He was on the flank of that unit, so he could get to your front, I guess. Or was the whole unit on the front?
The whole unit was in my front.
Oh, okay, but he just charged the character.
He elected to charge the character out and then move the other part of the unit to my flank.
Okay.
His thinking is he could hold me up. He could issue a challenge, hold me up, and then I'm stuck there for his other unit to hit me in the flank.
How far was that unit away?
The unit could have easily made it into the front.
No. The aspirants from the flank of your. From the flank of the realms that are on the hill. Is it a long distance, or is it? It looks close, but you know, with the photograph sometimes.
Yeah, it's not far.
Okay, just curious.
Well, charging the guy in the flank.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very far.
Okay.
I mean, it's an auto charge even without the without a champion.
Okay.
He ends up putting 2 wounds on me, and I think I put 1 on him. There's a die on the back of his.
Okay.
But you can see how close I am. I'm too close. I don't think I clipped the back corner of him.
Right.
Or did we? Maybe I do. I'm not sure. Over here on the right, his shooting picks off a couple of my...
Wow, 3 of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's got like 13 shots at me.
Yeah.
And they're AP1. Mm-hmm. It's just...
And at least 10 of them are at long range shooting through the woods.
Yeah. They need what, like 2s? They are wood elves. No. They and I've been firing bolt throwers, but they've done nothing. I actually hit this big elk lord in the head with a bolt.
Did you get rid of, I see a Heath Hunter unit that he had that's on the side over there. Is that dead, or is that an ambush?
Where did I kill a Heath Hunter unit?
In the right-hand corner?
Yeah, no. I see it sitting there. I'm just trying to think of how I killed it.
Yeah.
I killed 1.
Did he panic off and run off the table or something? Or?
I don't remember.
Huh, okay.
I wonder if they never rallied. Maybe they never rallied. Anyway.
Okay.
That's a good question, though. So we do this. We come forward with a white knight of... white unit of the other guys. Over here on the right, the
questing knights that don't have big swords.
Questing knights with lances.
Yeah.
Over here on the right, I just go into these woods because at this point I'm just can't stand back here getting shot up the whole game.
Okay.
So we go into there. We're going to push those. There's a unit of archers behind them. I figured even if the kestrels get out of my way, the archers are not. Mm-hmm. And that way, at least it'll give me something.
But you're still mostly out of the woods.
I'm mostly out of the woods, but the front is in the woods. So if he's shooting me, I get the woods cover.
Okay.
Unless he also comes
more
into
for
the woods.
Charging purposes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, charging, they're all going to take the charge. They're all going to take the tests. If he charges me, I'm not sure what that matters. I guess I can be steadfast unless he kills a bunch of me. And over on the far right, you can see my Knights of the Realm on the far right are just coming up towards this ruins to pick up that token. Right now, the aspirants have picked up that token on the far left, I think.
Okay.
And the unit. Reason.
That's why you moved him up.
And that's the reason the Knights of the Realm also are here on the other token.
Okay.
So I've got 2 units on tokens at this moment.
All right.
And that's where we'll be going into round 4. Round 4, the Elk Lord with nothing, he's kind of bored back there, decides he wants to go charge a bolt thrower, simply because I bounced one off his skull.
Yeah.
And the Kestrels are actually charging past the Knights of the Realm into the Grail Knights.
Okay.
This was actually a smart move on his part, which is very irritating. And moving, and then you see they made it there. The Elk Lord makes it in down here. he's brought up his what did I cast? I cast the at the last turn the Strength of Stone spell on the guys in the woods, and managed to kill off like 4 or 5 of his war dancers of the small unit. Blade dancers.
So he's got both of them in that woods.
Both are in the woods. You can see the front guy sticking out there. There's only 3 or 4 left.
What's in? Oh, that's your standard. Never mind.
Oh, yes.
What's in front of that unit? Oh, it's a standard. Okay.
He charged in here, and the what's his name? The Totemic Summons went in with him.
Doesn't the center point have to cross the base?
What? For what?
When you're charging a war
No,
machine?
just have to maximize. Have that. You can see the Heath Hunters or whatever they are over here on the right, just swirling around, just harassing the guys. And the Kestrels come in, put a beating, kill 2 of the Grail Knights. I think I did a wound, maybe did a wound back. Nothing major there. And up on top, you can see, top left, you can see he's just, at this point, he's killed my general, and he's just beating the crap out of my unit. His Kestrels have come in on the flank. And over here, back to my turn. I declared a charge here in the middle center. The unit with the token here, you see. They declared a charge at the archers, who decided not to stand and shoot, but fled, and then rolled like a 10 to get off and went all the way off the board. Over here on the right, I've occupied the ruins with my token and picked up the token, or in position to pick up the token. The the aspirants have tried to save me over here on the left and charge into the flank of that guy on the King Eagle King.
Right.
The questing knights, the white questing knights, have charged into his 2 remaining war dancers. There, and that was my turn, and I killed him, and I did not overrun. He overran and he charged me on this next turn, turn 5. The big unit of war dancers charged me.
You didn't overrun because you didn't want to.
I didn't want to go into them and take the dangerous terrain.
You didn't want the dangerous terrain.
And it's like, well, you know, it's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't want to die to the dangerous terrain.
Right. It's not going to matter anyway because.
I probably.
Oh, these are the questing knights. So.
Yeah, they're questing knights. I probably should have fled from this guy.
He was only 4 inches away.
He was pretty close though, and with the banner, it makes him movement 6.
Yeah, no, he's too close.
Anyway.
Not with your mage in there. That's.
Yeah. Up top, he smashed my charging aspirants. He's up to 3 wounds on him, but doesn't matter because he's just butchering everybody. And what do we got? Let's see. These are the Kestrels that killed my Grail Knights. They decided to charge this unit in the rear.
So on your turn, they killed your Grail Knights and reformed and then charged the
Return and charged into the rear of this.
Okay.
And the Elk Lord. The Elk Lord finished up the other bolt thrower.
Okay.
He got another totemic summons that came in over here on the left. He came in and breathed on my guys again.
Get rid of them?
And got rid of all of them.
I saw you grew some back at some point.
I did. I grew back to 9, but then he just wiped them out with that guy.
Looks like he won that fight.
And then he smashed my white unit of questing knights and overruns. The fight up here, I've got 1 remaining aspirant up there on the hill out of that whole fight.
But you got rid of his Eagle King.
Over here I got rid of the Eagle King. Over here on the right, the very right corner, the Kestrels have won, but they did not. And I fled, but he did not catch me.
Okay. Did you get one of them in the fight or something?
What's that?
Probably had 3 of them.
He had 4, I think, or I think he had 4 when he charged me. But I had, he actually got He got unlucky and killed. Well, not unlucky. He killed 3 or 4 knights really quick. He killed it. Well, he basically killed all but 1.
Yeah.
he crushed them all and let my character fight back, and my character is the
okay.
multi-wound character.
Ah,
And I
okay.
killed
It's
two
like,
of them
it's
with
like,
him.
where'd
I
all those
think.
guys go? It's like, okay, then I understand.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, because
Okay.
that is the multi-wound character. But he did coming in short of catching me. Back to my turn. You can see he's wiped out my guy on the hill. Turn to face my character rallies here in front of the kestrels and turns to face them
Okay.
and face the archers. Because so if he doesn't charge me, I can go at the archers. Over here, the guys in the ruins just keep spinning around, keeping the heath hunters, whatever, in front of me, and I'm using the runes for cover.
Right.
So
He's not going in them.
he didn't think about it, but he could have just walked into the ruins and eliminated my cover bonus from that.
Yeah. He
And
didn't charge you that previous turn.
we're going to go on turn 6. Turn 6, the kestrels just fly away from me over here.
Yeah.
And on the bottom of and he went on the top of turn 6. He goes on a desperate charge because his unit on the right is the only one with a token left. I've got the objective because of this unit in the ruins. So he charges in to try to. It's a desperate attempt to try to take the bonus from
Yeah,
me.
he needed to do that much sooner. Yeah.
But he did not. On the final turn, I may try to long charge with my Duke up here.
So he just marched his archers to get as far away from you as he could.
Correct.
And his mage left. So
His mage left, so she wouldn't count.
just in case.
Right, because when I charged this on the bottom of turn 6, they fled. Rather than take a chance, he just fled and gave me half points for the unit.
Okay.
Which, makes sense if the mage is
unit
in
of kestrels back there?
That unit of kestrel's the one that killed me from the hill.
Yeah. Okay.
They're the ones that killed me on the hill. They just flew down and
let's do
sat
that
down there.
just in case. Okay.
And that's pretty much where it ended. I have another picture. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that picture. So basically, it was a 16-4 to him. He smashed me.
Okay.
I did get the objective, so made it somewhat respectable with the 13-7.
Okay, go elves.
Yeah, this was just a bad. I cannot. I don't think I've beaten this guy.
Oh, really? Wow.
I don't think I've beaten his Sylvan Elf army. And we played a lot of games, and not a lot, but we've played at least 3. And he just pounds me every time. I need a way to deal with the war dancers, and I can't figure out what I need to do with the war dancers with my army.
Ignore him.
I can't blade dancers. Sorry, not war dancers.
Blade it, yes.
Ignore them? Really? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
That's what you got for me. Ignore them.
Can't hit him on the flank. Ignore him.
I was thinking of can a character charge? They're not. They don't have ranks. So if I charge a character in there, his character just kills me, doesn't he?
Not that character. He's only got the spear.
He's got the Titanic Might and
No,
Sylvan.
the Titanic Knight's on the mounted
King
guy.
Eagle guy. Yeah,
It's on the
Eagle King.
It's on the elk. No, he just got the
Or the
distracting spear.
Oh, okay.
Your bigger challenge is dealing with the AP 3 attacks on you.
Yeah, and only strength 4
Yeah.
to keep my ward save down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know how to deal with them.
Yeah, you either have to overwhelm him or you have to ignore him, hit him in the flank.
Okay. I'll go back to the drawing board on that one.
Keep having the magic missile hit him from the woods.
From the impassable,
Impassable, yeah.
or within 18, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing that did affect him.
Yeah.
The problem was once I lost the stone skin spell,
Right.
now he's
Yeah.
really only concerned about 2 spells.
Yep.
So now he just lets the Oaken Throne go and shuts down
Yep.
both because you can most of the time stop 2 spells.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that was it. It's a sound thrashing. But thanks for
But
watching.
you managed to get the objective and pull out a respectable loss.
Yeah, if there is a respectable loss.
There you go.
Thanks for watching.
Until next time.